Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Vinny. Another day in the freezing wild today, and might be a little shaky today because I'm holding my tripod, and I just realized upon almost getting here that I had forgotten the USB plug for my microphone, so the sound quality on this upload is probably gonna be on the low end, and I apologize for that. So for best results, I would recommend either use headphones or jack up the volume as high as you possibly can. So I wanted to talk about, now that I'm nearing my mid 50s, I want to share some of the biggest life lessons that I have learned so far with you guys. And that's going to be extremely valuable for my younger audience. There are so many things I can list here, but I'll try to be as concise as possible and not to drag it out too long. And a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about are things that I haven't spoken about before anyway. So here we go. Stop giving a crap what other people think. That's a big thing. Worry about yourself. What other people think don't matter in the grand scheme, in the big picture for you on a personal level. You may think otherwise, but as you live your life, you're going to learn that what I'm saying is right. Stop living your life for everybody else but you. That's what we most do. That's what actually most of us do, right? We're always worried about pleasing everybody, making everybody happy. And we always forget about ourselves when we do that. And this is something that most people don't realize. And if they do, they won't acknowledge. We always find excuses for all kinds of things. That's one of them. Focus on yourself. Worry about yourself. Respect yourself. That's huge. Do you realize how often we disrespect ourselves on the daily, all the time, by allowing other people to do things to us, treat us a certain way that we would never do that to somebody else. But yet, we are allowing other people to do that to us. Do you see how crazy this stuff is? And I mean it. You know how else we disrespect ourselves? By treating us in a way that we would never treat somebody else. Well, let that sink in for a minute. Like a person with good morals, right, with a good upbringing, a good mindset, a good way of thinking, good way of living their lives, you're gonna treat everyone with the respect that you deserve, right? Because respect is a very mutual thing. It's a powerful thing, but it's a mutual, It's a mutual thing. In order for you to be respected, you should respect others. That's not a one-way thing. But here's the thing. Most of the time, as we go on about our lives and we're living our lives, we're constantly disrespecting ourselves. We do things to ourselves, we submit ourselves to so many things that we don't realize how much we are disrespecting ourselves, dishonoring ourselves, our own nature. And what do you think the result of that is going to be in your personal lives? Because trust me when I tell you this, that's not good at all. That doesn't end well for you. It never does. Stop living in the past. This is what I'm always talking about. Stop living in the past. Forget about it. The past is gone. The past is done. Why are you worrying and thinking about that all the time? Worry about the here and the now, because that's the only thing that's ever going to matter in your life. You know, I know that some of this stuff, some of you maybe think, oh, that's easier said than done. But that's an excuse. We love to make excuses for everything. We love to come up with a coping mechanism to accept unacceptable things. So if you want to live your life constantly disrespecting yourself, not knowing your own value as a person, as a human being, not knowing the difference that you make in this world, because whether you acknowledge that or not, you make a difference. You may not have noticed that, you may not have seen that, but I'm telling you, you make a difference. So to follow up with that, stop comparing yourself to others. Why does everybody do that? You are unique. You are special. There is only one of you in the world. Do you know how awesome that is? Do you know how amazing that is? There's nobody else out there like you. You are one of a kind. Yeah. Just think about that for a minute. Like on a deep level. Do you understand how powerful that is? There is nobody else out there in the world like you. You are the only one of you. That's what makes you unique. So why is it that we keep comparing ourselves to other people? This is part of the social structure, the programming, the conditioning, the things that we have been made to think about, believe in it. It's all messed up, the whole thing, you know. And like I said before, yeah, the external influences are strong. And now with the social media machine and this technology that's available to us, it's so much harder. But we have to be vigilant and we have to be smart. And learn how to navigate through all these things. Stop regretting stuff. You shouldn't regret anything. If anything, be thankful. Because whatever it is that happened to you that you might still be regretting today, it happened for a reason, and it was part of the life lessons that you came here to learn. And let me tell you something. If you don't learn that lesson, if you refuse to learn the lesson, if you're being stubborn, if you're letting your pride get in your way, if you're letting the ego run the show, I got some news to you. That stuff's going to keep happening over and over again on an endless feedback loop. Different people, different circumstances, different experiences, different occasions, different places, until you learn. And once you finally learn, acknowledge that, be thankful to it, and move on with your life. That dwelling is no good. So a lot of it is, related to that whole thing. Stop living in the past. It's huge. It's huge. That's why I'm always talking about these things, because we have to learn how to live our lives detached from these things. Because that's the only way to learn, that's the only way to grow, and that's the only way to move forward. And don't worry about what's coming, because you don't know yet. Stop feeding the doom and gloom things. Stop, filling your life with that kind of stuff. Watching things like that. There are so many channels here on this platform that they thrive on that. I even made a video about that, why, negativity sells. Negativity is huge. It's almost like we are psychologically wired to look after those things, go after those things, but it's not that we are wired. I explained this in a video before. It's that we have been trained and taught to, do this. But I've said it before, and I really believe that it's not natural. This is not a natural thing. This is an external, how do you say it? This is an external influence. It's damn, I can't remember the word now. Maybe it'll come back to me. It's not fake. It's like a manufactured thing. Still not the right word though, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah. You get what I'm saying. So like I said, sorry about the camera being a little shaky, because I'm holding the thing here as close to my face as I can possibly do, so it captures the sound a little bit better since my mic is not here right now. And like I said, if the sound is not that great, just turn up the volume or put some headphones. Can't do anything about that for today, my friends. And today is probably the coldest day so far in these parts. I've had this conversation with my son quite some time ago. February seems to be always the coldest month during winter for the past few years. It's crazy. Don't worry, Marigold. I know you're out there. Stay warm. No, I like the cold. Shout out to you. She's one of my OG viewers. I know she watches every single one of my videos. I wish I had my viewers like her though, but I'm not worried about it. I know they will come. So, yeah, this is it. It's already hitting the 15-minute mark here. I'm gonna wrap it up and go back to my vehicle and go on about my day. So remember what I said, especially if you're younger guys. Be smart about it. Your life is going to be a lot better if you apply these things to your daily living. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Please don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe if you like the content. It helps the channel grow and reach more people. And I'm going to leave it here. And I will catch you on the next one. Be safe. Take care. Till next time.